Afternoon, everyone. 1:26 p.m. in New York right now. We are in Brooklyn. This is Brightwater Avenue in Brighton, 15th Street. We are at the beginning of the boardwalk that further down toward Coney Island is called Coney Island Boardwalk. Here it's called Brighton Beach Boardwalk. Manhattan Beach neighborhoods are basically Manhattan Beach is right there to our left, or right now ahead of us along the water as well, toward Kingsburg Community College. This is, as you can see, residential area, and those red buildings right there, they called I think it's Oceana condominiums, if I'm not mistaken. And we are going to walk starting here and toward Coney Island first, and then if we have time, energy, and resources, maybe we'll start venturing into different neighborhoods as well. Welcome everyone. Stay hi, say hi and hit the likes, say hi and subscribe. Welcome to our foggy afternoon walk in Brighton Beach, Coney Island. Alright, beautiful. Okay, here we are. So this is where this whole big boardwalk begins. There, and of course, because we are going along Brighton Beach neighborhood, which starts here and goes that way, of course, and it's foggy, so the visibility is garbage, but nevertheless we can see beautiful panorama with Atlantic Ocean on the left, the beach on the left, and a lot of people are here in the afternoon. Some don't have to be at work, so they're enjoying the weather. The weather is good. It feels like it's about 70 degrees, 69, 70. It feels like it is going to rain, but it's not supposed to rain according to the forecast. So let's hope it won't. If we zoom out, we will see it in the wider angle, but I don't think we need to do it right now, so we'll do it in a normal zoom. That one is one of the local cruise ferries. I think it doesn't go too far, but it's one of those that goes around the area along the water, and trust me, the views that they have right now are looking toward us. Those views are awesome, especially when they pass by Coney Island and Coney Island amusement parks. Coney Island amusement parks are not open every day yet, I think, but they will be starting Memorial Day, which is soon, end of May. Hi Kevin, hi Becky H. Davis. I know a lot of you at work, a lot of you won't shout because it's hard to multitask, but thank you for listening. And if you hit the like button, more people will be able to find our stream, as we always do. Same algorithm. Let's feed the algorithm. A lot of elderly here. The senior community is a lot of assisted living, senior living as well, right around here. So we will see them because they enjoying their life. What else they can do at this point? Good for them. Brighton Beach and fun feeds. I have to stop coming on YouTube every time I just wake up. Anyway, happy Tuesday. I think it's, wait, is it? I think it's Thursday, but happy Thursday. Kevin, hi, fun feeds today, Thursday. Well, you've been sleeping a little bit and maybe you lost track of time. Sometimes we all do. I do all the time. I was like, today is what? Because every day is the same pretty much. So we're trying to diversify it with our different walks and different directions. Fun face. Oh my god, time flies. Kevin, big Russian community. Yeah, we can call it Russian, but they are from all over the place. There's a lot of Ukrainians, a lot of Russians, a lot of Uzbeks, a lot of Georgians, a lot of pretty much Armenians, everybody. So you can see different languages within the community as well. But if you walk slowly and you listen to the languages, you will mostly pick up Probably Russian. From here we see the Wonder Wheel in Coney Island, but it is tiny plus the fog. But that tall structure in the middle of your frame right now is Wonder Wheel in Luna Park in Coney Island. So we're kind of walking in that direction. Let's explore the boardwalk. How's your day so far? Hey Sally, good afternoon. See this blue signs, and they will tell you it's Brighton Beach until we get further down toward Coney Island. Then it will change into Coney Island Beach. What the hell is this? Oh, it's an underpass into that is closed, but it's underpass on the boardwalk from there. This is the, I think it's called Oceanic condominiums. They are the latest structures here on this stretch of land right now, but they were built, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 10-15 years ago. Must be nice, except for when it's winter. Then it's really windy, but other than that, the air, the ocean air, clean, pure, iodized air, mineralized and iodized. So it's really cool to spend some time here, especially if you're not from here, to breathe this ocean air that normally, you know, when you're in Manhattan, what you breathe in, the pollution, that's all you breathe. Aren't they a symptom of the sleeping, of my sleeping issues? So, languages-wise, these signs are pretty old, but they were designed with the communities in mind. So, of course, we have it in English, we have it in, I guess, Chinese. Even though Chinese community here in this area is minimal compared to other areas. This is, I believe, Russian, of course, and safety rules in 3 languages. So, wait, so I don't know why the Spanish is not on the sign, because Spanish would be probably a major how should I put it, cultural group here in Brighton too, believe it or not, because there are portions of Brighton Beach that are Spanish speaking. Well, I mean, they're all mixed, of course, they're all mixed, but there is a big Hispanic population and Muslim population too, so it's like a real melting pot right here in Brighton Beach. If you walk off the boardwalk into Brighton Beach Avenue, which is right there, like 1 Avenue block, you will encounter a lot of interesting places, including mostly food and supermarkets. Remember, we explored the Tashkent supermarket on 6th Avenue in Manhattan. There is a Tashkent supermarket on Coney Island Avenue right there, Brighton Beach and Coney Island corner. And also, if you continue along Coney Island, then in Cheapside Bay area of Coney Island Avenue, there is another Tashkent supermarket. So it's like less than a mile away from each other. Is it still too polluted to swim in the water? I wouldn't say it's too polluted. I mean, when the weather is good, people swim, unless they find something in the water that then they say no swimming. But usually, when it's a regular season, people swim. Anyone can just go and swim right now, pretty much. Lots of Russian, we'll call it Russian restaurants, but multiple cultures. Some of them are here on Boardwalk. They're not open yet because it's too early. But they get busy in the evening and into the early morning hours. So we're on Boardwalk and we're crossing Brighton 6th Street. Cabanas Canal is polluted. Yeah, I heard that no one swims there. I think it's more just a body of water. The water here is constantly refreshing. There's no, like ferry here and there, but nothing that. I don't think there are any factories or anything that throw the whole bunch of shit in the water. Excuse me, pardon my French. So it's fairly clean. But you have to be careful walking on sand and, in the water too, because people are people, and sometimes they throw stuff in the sand, and it's not always something pleasant if you step on it. So, but they usually clean the sand also. They have those machines that kind of go through the sand and filter it a little bit occasionally. Pat Waters. Hi, Pat Waters. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Perfect for jogging, for walking. It's not going to rain. Hopefully it shows in the forecast as 15-20% rain probability, but it's very low compared to what we had for the past couple of days, which was really nasty. So hopefully the weather is improving. There are some facilities along the way, like right ahead of us right there, there's bathrooms, so it's not horrible if someone needs to go. They can find it here and there. This is all residential. Of course, they have everything. An avenue away from those blocks. Supermarkets, small and large, restaurants, cafes. You can just grab something on the street without even going into the supermarket. Something baked, something fried, something baked, all kinds of things. Sweet and non-sweet meat, cabbage, potato inside of it, or it's like dessert stuff, or cakes, or you name it. You go to pharmacy, you can find a whole bunch of imported stuff that you don't even know exists, but may be a good thing in your household sometimes. You never know. You just need to ask. Fanfids, you should visit Orchard Beach sometime too in the Bronx. Thank you, Fanfids. Yeah, that's one of the bathrooms right there. We're approaching Brighton 2nd. Those are cross streets, of course. Hey Lily, good afternoon. Fanfi's no vendors like there, like Coney Island. No, because there's no need. Everything is majorly located on Brighton Beach Avenue, which is right like 2 minutes walk from here if you walk slow in that direction. Also the subway, the elevator subway, the Q and the B. We see a little bit of it right there. Right there. Q goes past Brighton Beach stop. B ends, terminates at Brighton Beach and goes back. Back to Manhattan and the Bronx. ADC 322. Hi Vincent. Hey, good to see everyone. Welcome to our walk. We're on Coney Island. Well, technically still in Brighton Beach, but we are walking toward Coney Island Boardwalk. This is Brighton Beach Boardwalk, and very foggy. But still, we can still, at least sometimes it's so foggy you cannot even see the water from here, but we can see the water, so that's not horrible. Beautiful air quality here, really. It's got a decent amount of people. A lot of playgrounds and places to play, let's say basketball, right there for instance. Not a lot of those, but decent to amount if you want to. You can find yourself a spot. Sorry, boss. Yeah, that's the easiest job, just search for money. So if life was so easy, you just go out there and just, hey, you, and you, give me this and that. Now you can see how foggy it is. Like the distance is about maybe less than a mile, like three-quarter, well, maybe even less, like half a mile, and the top of the building is not even visible. Those old ladies, they have good language skills. They assumed that I'm doing something to the camera, and they just use their second language to discuss why they're on camera and what's gonna happen. This portion of the boardwalk was, as you can see, restored and replaced with the material that is not going to rot and become unstable over time. Not even wood. Because this was the worst section of the boardwalk, with all this wooden parts going up and down and the nails sticking out of the surface and people tripping over it. But they did it many years ago, fairly, and that was it. That's only piece. I thought at that time maybe they will eventually replace the whole thing. Nah. Hi RJ. Hi Ruben. We're still in Brighton. The blue carpet, so we can get closer to water. RJ, hit the like button. So this is nice because there are a lot of people who just want to walk closer to water and not get a whole bunch of sand in their shoes. Nice breeze. Seagulls. And Atlantic Ocean. The beach is very wide, There were times when everything around here was, all the beach area was, on a good day, a good sunny day, was pretty much full, but it doesn't happen often right now these days, but still, more or less. Yeah, the waves could have been putting this blue carpet a little bit closer to water. It would have been totally appropriate, but I guess we will walk on sand, hoping that not so much sand will get into my shoes. It's also awesome to walk along the water right there. It's just, sometimes even when it's a little warmer, maybe just walk right on the edge of the water. water, so to get a little bit on the water, or a lot on the water, depending on what are you doing, or what are you planning to do. See, these are the shells, the pieces of the shells that the ocean throws out of the water. You know, you have to be careful looking at that because they're sharp. How's our network? Are we getting a good reception? I hope. Nice. Hi Beverly, welcome to Coney Island, Brighton Beach. This is what we are. Let's take a look around. Luna Park, Coney Island, in fog. See, partially seen but partially not. It is very, very foggy. Gotham NYC, hi, the ride's open. Are the rides open? I think before Memorial Day they only open on weekends, so maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but after on Memorial Day and after, I think they should be open every day, I think. But we will figure it out, we will check it out, but I am pretty sure that until then, until the end of May, they're still only open on weekends, or long weekends. Hi Beverly, hi everybody. Hi everyone, and thank you for being here, enjoying this afternoon with us. Someone is sitting there on the rocks and just enjoying it, and even working on the computer. Clayton Dozier. Go ahead and keep doing. Why would I do that? No, not a good season yet for that. But theoretically, it's possible. The water is not at its warmest point, of course, but sometimes, if you spend too much time here, you stay here long enough, you see people going, taking a dip and coming right out, and feeling good about it. Far Rockaway area of Queens is right there, the stretch of land. The visibility is very bad, so poor, so partially invisible, but it's right there. And the waves. Let's enjoy the waves a little bit. A little bit of ASMR for you. Julie, thank you all for bringing this. Love the sound of waves. You're welcome, Julie. Let's just quietly listen to it for a couple of minutes. All right, beautiful thing. Very calming, very peaceful. Hi, John Burke. All right, let's get back to the boardwalk and then keep left, walk toward Coney Island. Thank you so much for keeping us company on this Thursday afternoon. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City. We're in Brooklyn, in Coney Island, pretty much, right? Technically speaking, I don't even know what the border is, but somewhere here. No one cares, but this is still, the signs still say Brighton Beach, but soon they will say Coney Island Beach. Alright, we're back on the blue carpet. The flag's there, and they say no swimming, but of course people are not really paying too much attention. If they want to take a dip, they take a dip. But that means that there's no safeguards, so if something happens, whoopsie daisy, hopefully nothing. But they always warn about the currents too, because the rip currents are pretty often here. Fun feels I need a good back massager to having a pain in my upper back and neck. You should get a massaging chair, maybe. Or, go to the mall. Some malls, they have those chairs. Just throw $5-10 on it and just get it all massaged. I know. Nothing new. Just saying. Getting back on the boardwalk. Okay, so now we're still on Brighton Beach boardwalk, but we're heading toward Coney Island boardwalk. More people around the Brighton Beach area, a little bit less around Coney Island, but still quite a bit. We're crossing the beginning of Ocean Parkway. Hi and Y, good afternoon. Ocean Parkway starts right here. This is also a block away from here. Ocean Parkway subway on the Q line. Behind the trees you see the elevated platform right there. That's Ocean Parkway station on the Q line. We're heading toward aquarium and toward amusement parks. Parks should be closed today, but still. That structure right there is aquarium. it gets busier on weekends, and now when the summer is coming, it's gonna get super busy, especially on weekends and holidays. So it's a little bit off season, just a little bit. Almost there. Local time in New York, 1:58 p.m. West 2nd Street. So now we're kind of crossing from Brighton Beach area into Coney Island area as far as the boardwalk. There you go, Coney Island Beach. That's it. This is the name of the boardwalk has changed from Brighton to Coney Island right here. Everything else, same, it's just the name changed from Brighton Beach to Coney Island. So there's blocks, that's all security, so the big vehicles cannot get through here in case of, so it is a security measure. That was a lifeguard station on our left. So we are on Coney Island Boardwalk. Approaching aquarium, and then slowly but surely you see the amusement parks areas right there. That's a little bit of the Thunderbolt and other rides. We're crossing West 5th Street. Alright. Aquarium is open every day, almost every day. They have one of the days in the afternoon you can reserve discounted tickets, but other than that, tickets are pretty pricey, but should be awesome. This is New York Aquarium in Coney Island, Brooklyn. All these facilities are not fully open, of course, because it's not the season yet. So we're heading toward Coney Island, and Soon we will start walking by the amusement parks. Okay. So this is all aquarium area. From there, along this part of the boardwalk, and after that, soon after that, the amusement parks. Puffy, if you didn't, yeah, they had them for years. Sometimes it's funny, the tourists who never saw them before, they just start, especially, you know, girls around the male figure, they start taking pictures, like, and feeling the certain type of way around it, so that's kind of funny. Never saw this in the opposite, but you know, it's fun to watch, like ladies, you know, encountering that statue all of a sudden in their face, and they're like, what? Shocking. This is one of the entrances to the aquarium from the boardwalk. It's foggy. It's really very low visibility. So if you go to the aquarium and you walk through here, these are the admission hours. The tickets are pretty pricey, but people come here occasionally. Why not? Oh, they have the automated ticket machine there. They didn't have it before. That's an improvement. Well, they reduced the number of people working there, maybe. Machines replace it. So adult ticket is $29.95 and child ticket is $25.95. Really, there's not much of a difference. They have cojones to charge child $25.95 and adult only $5 more. No demonstrations today. Yeah, sometimes they have demonstrations, but you know, it's good to visit the aquarium when they have demonstrations. Otherwise, I mean, otherwise nothing. It's great, but still. Yeah, I guess on Monday through Friday they don't have people selling tickets manually because they don't need them anymore like that. They have memberships though. So if you have a family and you buy, let's say you have parents and 2 children, right? They're tricky, but that's smart. That's smart at the same time. If you're in a neighborhood, that makes perfect sense. So 60 for adults and 50 for 2 children, 110 versus 1 year access to the aquarium and the 4D theater, I guess, with the asterisk. Then they have a limited number of visits. 165 still, 110 for 1 visit versus 165 for the whole year. Definitely makes sense to buy a family membership because you come here twice a year and it's cheaper with the membership, and you come here once a month, forget about it. But then it's cool in the summer though, especially with all the demonstrations. That's a big parking lot, and the subway station there is West 8th Street, New York Aquarium. That is 2 lines there, F line on the lower level and Q line on the upper level. It's only 1 stop away from Coney Island, the final stop on those lines, which is that way. They have a 4D theater. Yes, Fun Fest, you're right, you're right. Fun Fest, I haven't been in there in at least a decade away. Like, I haven't been to Brighton Beach in 20 plus years. Wow. Well, you're kind of in Brighton, but of course Brighton Beach is Brighton Beach Avenue mostly, with all its vibrancy. But we are on Boardwalk, so we're enjoying the weather and the nature. But it's pretty pricey. So they count on tourists. Tourists will be here and they pay, and they have some discounts if they maybe if they buy something. It's called City Pass, or I don't remember what it's called. Something like that. They have discounts for different attractions and museums. It's basically a coupon book. Now it's at the Wonder Wheel right there, and the Cyclone. So we're entering into amusement parks areas. Hey Miriam, gorgeous place, lucky you. Thank you, Miriam Dalamanca. Hi Miriam, thank you for saying hi. You can exercise by the water if you want. I think it's getting foggier than it was an hour ago.
That's your house? Yes.
Greetings from Greece. Hello everyone. Hey, greetings from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, please hit the like button, also share. And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe with all notifications. This is West 10th Street. What day is today? Today Thursday, right? You know, this is the finish line of the RBC New York's, RBC Brooklyn Half Marathon. This will be the final mile, the final a third of a mile probably, right here. Brooklyn RBC Brooklyn Half Marathon 2025. Wow, these seagulls are pretty loud here. This is why you see the barricades, because they getting ready and they building that finish line structure, which is ahead of us right there. And of course, this is amusement parks, and this is Luna Park. It's closed, so we cannot go inside. But that's the world famous Wonder Wheel. Let's see how much the tickets are this year. They sell credits, right? But every ride has different number of credits. So 1 credit $1, 5 credits $5, 10 for 10, and 20 for 20. No discounts here. Now 60 for 50, 125 credits for 90, and 175 credits for 125. So you spend 125, you get 175 in credits, but then different rides have different credits, and they don't tell you exactly here at this spot. Actually, they do. My apologies. Right here. So adult rides, Wonder Wheel 10 credits, so let's say $10 roughly. Phoenix roller coaster 10, Spookorama Haunted House 8, Bumper Cars 8, Zombies of Manhattan Monsters 8, and Clowns of Coney Island 8. So if you're not spending a lot of money, that would probably be the dollar amount. And the kiddie rides are all $5. So now, they used to sell daily tickets, right? Unlimited access to the rides a couple years ago still, but then they stopped doing this. They preparing, it's just the preliminary stage, so everything looks a little off, but it's New York Roadrunners organized RBC Brooklyn Half Marathon 2025 that will be taking place here on Sunday. Natives on Boardwalk. Free rides for the kids. No, nothing is free anymore. Never been free. Ruby Bar and Grill. And that structure ahead of us is the finish line of half marathon. It doesn't look very, very bright yet, but it will by Sunday morning. This will be the final yards, the final meters, the final inches, and the final feet of that half marathon that's going to be taking place on Sunday. So here we are. In the meantime, the parachute jump tower, which is no longer for very many years in operation, but still it looks gorgeous at night because they illuminated it a number of years ago, and then After dark, it looks fantastic with all kinds of different colorful patterns. And why, hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Please smash the like button. This is the beginning of Stillwell Avenue. Salt and sizzle cocktails, cheese steaks, fries, all kinds of things. Let's see the menu.
Did you get that popcorn next to Nathan's?
At the ballpark?
By Nathan's, right?
Oh, it's inside the stadium.
The store.
What?
Like there's a store next to Nathan's where they sell like popcorn like that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, you didn't?
We bought it inside the baseball game.
Oh.
It's like a baseball game.
Have you ever seen the movie Nora? No? So Nora is it takes place mostly in Coney Island.
Okay.
It came out last year. Actually she won an Oscar for it. And one of the stores on camera.
You're off camera. Never been on camera. Alright, so this is the finish line of the RBC Brooklyn Half Marathon 2025. It is building, as you can see. It will be all covered by all kinds of posters and signs, and there will be people up there standing, basically streaming, not streaming, but with the live coverage, really. And there will be no little cameras allowed, only big cameras. Right here is going to be a finish line, and right here they will cross the finish line. This is the construction of the finish line of RBC Brooklyn Half Marathon 2025. Watermelon and feta cheese. A great delicacy for the summer. Interesting, watermelon and feta cheese. All tourists love and honor this particular dish. Yum. Yum, thank you for sharing. It's a lot of work, always. And it's only good for a couple of hours, and when the marathon is over, they will just take it down right away. But they will allow, at least they did in the past, to walk up and down stairs and for people, and pretty much everybody to cross over, because people need to cross over. Are the Americans friendly people? Are the Greek friendly people?
Not now, not this year. Definitely by next year. Because the technology is moving
This
very
is
fast.
after the finish line. This is where the runners will be slowing down and getting the medals and meeting with the families. See those temporary facilities there just for the medical too. So this is all specifically for that purpose, for the half marathon. And we are going to turn our music off in a moment and continue. This is another type of entertainment, the adult ride, so-called. See, the Lettuce Treasure, Stony Express, and adults and kids. Carousel is right there for the kids. But Thunderbolt, well, that's for everyone. It's just pretty scary. I don't know if I would be able to do Thunderbolt. That is a little too much for me. Man, all but me. It's funny. It's funny. Same here. It depends. Well, what are they doing? Maintenance on the Thunderbolt? They're not climbing all the way up, I hope. We're heading along the Thunderbolt trajectory. So look, I want to show it to you. This is one of the scariest rides here, if not the scariest. Starts here and it goes almost 90 degrees up, and then from there it's almost like a free fall, and then it goes looping. It is foggy. Feels like it's gonna rain, but hopefully it won't. So now we're heading toward Neptune Avenue. Is it Neptune Avenue? One of the avenues.
So you really want this thing?
Yeah. I think we did a good walk along the boardwalk. I think that was nice. Enjoyed the fresh air. I mean, I at least enjoyed it for all of you. The fresh ocean air, and you know, there's not much sun, but you can feel that if you're not careful, you can get burned if you're outside for the whole day. I think that was a nice 1 hour walk. What do you think? Not too bad. Not too bad. I know a lot of people at work. There's no worries at all. They will catch up later. So we're saying hi to all of our new viewers and all of our usual viewers who will catch up later as well. Always thank our moderators whenever they are here. Their help is much appreciated. And why? Austin City Limits, Ambrose, Sunshine Vibes, Noble Sweetness, and Naughty. That's Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. And it goes back and forth, so it's not like it's just one way. And it's just, you better not be, you have to go there on an empty stomach. Look at this. It's Surf Avenue, of course. Neptune is further down. It's a Surf Avenue. And how can we not mention the original Maidens, where on 4th of July all these fantastic hot dog eating and lemonade drinking competitions take place. It's right here. But let's enjoy the murals along the way. Found the big shoe, the big pink shoe. Black and pink. Some of them lost too many details because they're old, but they're nice still, even when they're old. There's more, there's more. Wow. Wow, look at this. Hey, Dumpledoo. That's a little bit of art before we finish. Cute. Gonna say I hope it's not an ATM because no one wants to use this ATM. Is it? No, it was. It was.
Oh, ajá.
Hey Gloria, good afternoon. Hey Noble Sweetness, good afternoon. Too bad they're closed because they have the whole area there with murals. There's much more in there. But they only open, I guess, in certain. Maybe maybe it will be open once the season after Memorial Day. Maybe, hopefully, because why not? Let people enjoy it. All right. Out of all the murals that we could see, we saw everything. And right there, ahead of us is Coney Island train station, subway train station, subway station, whatever you want to call it, on a D and Q and N, Q, D, and I think this is it, or something else too. I'm having a senior moment. F and F lines. It's gonna get busy soon. Beautiful. So here we are. Enjoyed. Oh, that's a nice Dodge. Look at this Challenger. We enjoyed the boardwalk, Brighton Beach Boardwalk and Coney Island Boardwalk. As well, we say we don't have a schedule, so don't be surprised if we stream again today, once, or whatever the case may be. You're always welcome to join and say hi and chat. Thank you so much. This is Nathan's, where they have the competition. They have a competition right here on this block. The 4th of July hot dog eating competition. If you're not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe. We invite you to subscribe to Live Walking NYC. This is our channel. Delilah and I. Delilah is my wifey, my better half, and myself, Al. Nice to meet you if you're new to our channel. And hit the like if you forgot. And if you did, thank you. Thank you for all of your support, everyone. This is Stillwell Avenue and Surf Avenue. Let's zoom out. Yeah, this way we see more. And we're about to be done, but just a few more moments around here. An outdoor space by Nathan's, and there's also other couple of cute little restaurants here. This one is Williams Candy Store, old-fashioned candy store. They have candy apples and a whole bunch of other things. Cheese kebab. And there's more down there, of course, too. But this is where we're going to say goodbye, because we have walked from Manhattan Beach to Coney Island along the boardwalk, and we looked here and there along the way. I hope you enjoyed the afternoon. And with all that, we're wishing you a fantabulous rest of the day. Maybe we'll see you later today. Maybe. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And we will say goodbye, but not probably for long. Have a wonderful day and evening, depending on when you're watching us from. And we are going to see you soon. For now, bye everyone.